come out in front like a lot of men do and own it and be like, yeah, women are inferior. Like, you don't do it.
I say what I feel. I feel like she would probably cut someone's dick
But you would
off.
never say that about a man.
I would say that this guy murders or this guy rapes.
You would never.
I have
never
many times.
You.
Ask my girlfriend while we're watching TV, reality shows.
Have you guys ever heard Daniel do that?
Yes,
No. Have you guys ever heard Daniel do that about a man?
Judging by his eyes?
Yeah,
I can't say.
No, we've never said it.
I can't say for a fact because I'm sure we might have watched stuff and I've heard Daniel say something.
I can say for a fact I've never heard him do it.
The only again confirming that I'm not absolutely positive, but I've heard Daniel say shit about men. About them being.
I said it about Sarper. I said
what about Sarper?
he would dump Shekinah's body and never think twice about it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about, but okay.
But that guy's eyes,
this guy says a similar thing about men, but not as often. All right, fine.
A different thing. I didn't say the clit thing. That's true. Because I think it's less common. I think it's less common for a guy to clit mutilate in anger.
You think Sarper would dump the body? My goodness.
With no second guessing.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Wow, you defeated her so quickly there, Daniel.
Well, you'd have to. Why don't we make Bad Star watch?
But you probably agree with that take, right? I mean, Sarper's.
I don't know what I think about Sarper yet. I watched The Other Way, and I just don't know. Like, I can't. Okay, what's her name? I keep wanting to say Shekinah, but I don't.
It's Shekinah.
Is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm thinking of Mishka. Anyway, Shekinah. I don't know. She infantilizes him. So I can't. It's hard. It makes it hard to tell if he's like a heartless person that's manipulating because she's infantilizing him. If she would call him out, I could know more clearly, so it's hard for me to ascertain that.
I jumped to that pretty quickly.
But it's so seldom that he gets to sit there and pretend like he'll bite that bullet, but then we go back to the behavior, and so it's like I can't suss it out. You have to call him out consistently on like the same type of things so I can see. I can't tell. Maybe.
All I know for sure is I do not trust that guy.
Sure, that's fair. I think that's fair. Anyway,
okay, nerds, let's get back to the video. That whole fucking 5 minutes of you guys talking about.
By the way, it's not nerdy to watch Day Fiance. Perhaps
Jubilee's a little nerdier, technically.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, let's get back to this. Yes.
Talking about the person who is dealing with the pregnancy. I am not talking about the cells. I don't care. No, listen. The fetus, the whatever. I don't care about that right now until it is formed. If there is a 5-year-old child who is pregnant and the baby is 2 weeks in utero,
can't get pregnant.
Actually they have given birth.
5-year-old
girl gave birth.
All right, 5.
Yes.
Okay, 5, whatever.
It's common. 5-year-olds get sometimes, and if they get pregnant, they should be able to have medical access to something that could save not only just their life, but like their livelihood.
How many, I'm curious.
I hope your daughter lives a very happy life and gets away from you.
I
would agree with that 100%.
So her belief system.
That is.
I agree with that as well. I do think it's insane.
Yeah, no,
I think it's a little inflammatory, but I think it's probably deserved.
My next claim is that college is a scam.
Because he's a college dropout.
I mean, it's true. Of course, it's a scam. But like...
I'm Maddox. How are you doing?
Good.
So, college is a scam.
Wait, the hippie comes up?
Define our terms. College being traditional four-year college.
Of course.
University, not community
and
college.
this guy might be relevant to our topic from before.
A majority of people who will go
I don't know about this guy.
Institution or business, they're not getting their money's worth, their time's worth, and they're being deceived when they sign up. So do we agree on those terms?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Well, further definitions, what do you think is the purpose of going to college?
The purpose of college should be a traditional liberal arts education, the pursuit of what is good, true, and beautiful. Okay. That's not what it is. It should be the betterment of yourself and your soul. Nurturing your character and becoming a better citizen, understanding the deeper things in life. At the very least, though, it should be preparing one for the job market. Do you think college does those things?
I think it does, but I would add on to your point that I think not only is it for the betterment of yourself, but it's for the betterment of society. We need historians. We need certain majors that may not make as much money. I think those are for the betterment of society. Would you agree that there's some majors that may not make money, but are still essential to society?
It depends. Do you think that getting a degree in gender studies is good for society?
I would agree, yeah. Why would studying gender not be good for society?
Well, learning that men can give birth is not exactly a good use of time, is it?
Is that what they're teaching in college right now?
A lot of colleges, yeah. According to the Center for Disease Control, they no longer say women can give birth. They say birthing persons.
Okay.
Do you think men can give birth?
Do I think men can
You know what I was
give birth?
thinking after I heard this argument?
Yes or no question?
Can I say? I was just like, it's so sleazy. So first of all, let's assume he's not lying. Let's assume that in gender studies they teach that men can give birth. It's so sleazy that he points to that one. Let's now take that analogy and go to physics. And let's assume that they teach one wrong thing that doesn't build on almost anything in physics. Does that now make physics worthless? It's such a sleazy argument.
Yeah, it's just being edgy and stupid.
Well, let's talk about he's got a Carl's Jr. and a Hardee's button. And then Betty Boop is printed on the jacket.
Twice.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Double the Betty Boop.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a little
suspicious. Daniel, did he make it or did he buy it?
He bought it for sure, but from where? Carl's Jr. I've been to Carl's Jr. I've been to Hardee's. They're not selling these buttons. He thought that was cool.
You need help, Daniel. You need help.
You really do. But not as much help as the debate pedophile Charlie Kirk.
To be fair, he's not done with college yet.
But then he has the nerve to wear a dog tag.
He hasn't bettered his person yet. He's not been in the pursuit of what's true, beautiful, and whatever he said.
Exactly.
I don't like this guy. Keep going.
You don't like this guy? Okay.
Nah, this is not my kind of guy.
Assigned male at birth. I don't think they
assigned male at birth, so people are not male at birth.
I think that a person.
See, your evidence that college is a scam, my friend.
People are not male at birth. I hate it when people
talk. Well, here we can continue right now.
Yeah,
so
they're playing language games with men and women.
Not
but even then, it's so poorly said that you could take it anyway. I know they're rushed, but it pisses me off.
Yeah, but with the whole like, can men give birth? It's like, well, that purely depends on if you accept trans men as men, and males obviously cannot. But
do you think that's what he was talking about? Oh my God.
Well, he said, "Can men give birth?"
This whole time, I was thinking about trans men. Trans women that get in. Okay, because it's been a talk for a long time. Oh my God, have I misunderstood it for a long time? So, okay, there was talk a while back. It was sort of a meme because it's not a thing that we could do right now, and this is why I thought he was appealing to this meme, where you could. So for trans women, men who become women, they want to be more connected with their fetus. So there have been people who've sought out like surgery basically to be able to hold the baby in their body and, quote unquote, give birth, but it'll have to be like C-section. For some reason, I thought that's what it was. Do we think it's just it's
trans women. What?
It's such a nothing burger if we talk about trans women. That is such a nothing burger.
No,
wait, what
I
is
think
he even saying then?
No, he's though the question was, can men give birth?
Yeah.
So it purely depends on, in my opinion, it depends on if you think trans men are men.
That's such a statement. I know. Saying something.
No, I think it's just a language game.
I thought he was pointing out how crazy it is that people who are taking hormones. Oh my! Hold on, wait. I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying, because this is such a bigger point than whatever nothing burger dog shit he's pointing to, and maybe he's trying to allude to both. But like, it's really, really crazy and harmful to the possible baby that you are, you've transitioned and you want to be a woman, and you want to be a woman so much that you feel that you have the right to carry a baby, even though you don't have the parts. Super and I'm not making this up. This is a thing that people have sought after. And there have been a number of news articles about this. One claiming that it had happened, but it hasn't. Where they want to carry the baby to term in their body. Obviously, it has to get cut out because they don't have a uterus, but there have been talks about transplanting a uterus so that they can carry the baby, and it's just so selfish. It's such a better thing to address than whatever this nut